After seeing Wu-Tang Clan perform in Helsinki a couple of days before, seeing Raekwon on the stage rocking his fly Adidas, it reminded me of his song The Sneakers.
Who wear it all? I'm a Adidas freak, multi-thousand pair sneak freak.
And of course after that there's no choice but to make a video about sneakers that are best for breakers. Yeah, welcome to the Knowledge Drop. This is Focus of the Flowmo crew, BBOY and Cypher Studio Helsinki, Finland representing. Sneaker culture and hip hop go hand in hand. It's always been there and it's always gonna be. So today we're gonna talk about sneakers. A lot of people have asked me what do I think is the best sneaker to break with. So today you're gonna get my top 3 list of the best sneakers of all times by Focus of the Flowmo crew. As b-boys and b-girls, we don't really have no equipment to make our performance better, same as, for example, snowboarders or skateboarders or even DJs. All we have is our outfit and our sneakers between the floor and us. We have the music, we have the floor and your kicks, and that's pretty much it. Our dance is heavily based on feeling, and if you feel messy and sloppy and cheap, then of course it's gonna show in your dance as well. So that's a good enough reason to step your sneaker game up. And since we don't have too many sneakers coming from within the scene, we need to look for classic brands in order to see what it's about. Shout out to Dizzy for making his. Shout out to Elite Force for putting out their sneakers. But this time we're gonna look for some classics. If you know me, I'm a man of the classics. There's a reason for things to become classics as well. They're simply so dope that it withstands the test of time and becomes timeless eventually. But there's more to a perfect breaking sneaker than just the classic status. There's things such as comfortability, durability, price, the shape of the sole or the shape of the bottom, grip, and simply the look. Does it look fly? So we're gonna start it off with the look first. Number 1 on my list is the Brokehead's Royal High. Bam! As far as the way it looks, I think this one is the perfect breaking shoe. Similar to Converse Chuck Taylor's, the #1 selling sneaker of all times, but it's a little bit more wide, so that pretty much gives you that graffiti character kind of over-exaggerated look to your feet. I've busted my ankles with the Chuck Taylors too many times because of the narrowness of the sole. This one is also more safe because of the wideness. For breaking, it's pretty much up to your preference. Do you like the angle of the sole or do you like it to be round for your dancing? I have my personal opinion. To be honest, I love my soles to be round on the side for dancing, but it's not always about feeling comfortable or not even the quality of the breaking shoe when it comes to your dancing. It's also about the look, the way it feels when you're rocking it, when you watch down and you feel comfortable and confident about yourself. And the Brokehead's Royal High, also known as the Super Brokeheads, gives you that iconic b-boy look that gets you the respect of the people involved with the sneaker game. To my knowledge, introduced in the 60s, popularized in the 70s, a little bit hard to find these days, so if you get your hands to a pair of these, hold them tight and don't mess them up with your footwork. An ill brand with a bunch of other models too that's gonna give you that classic iconic b-boy look, such as the 69ers or the Royal Plus. But these ones are the classics that's definitely worth rocking. Possibly not the best shoe to dance in, but the look is outstanding. So that's number 1 on my list as a fashion statement. No technology whatsoever, just a rubber sole, some fabric on the side, and that gives you that iconic b-boy and b-girl look. But we gotta move on too. Boom, number 2, the Stan Smith's, another classic. I've trusted a lot of battles with these shoes. If you see me against Roxrite, for example, this is what I was rocking with my 12 rounds. Unlike many other shoes that started as a basketball shoe to begin with before being popularized on the streets, this one's a tennis shoe to begin with. What's so dope about it that it's all white. No stripes, no fanciness, nothing crazy on the side. Just a plain, good old-fashioned white shoe, white sneaker that really makes your footwork stand out in a dark club. If you're into customizing your kicks, it's beautiful, it's like a canvas. So you can make it look original by adding a little something. The sole is nearly perfect. It's round, so it gives you a good grip to your footwork on the side. Yet at the same time, it's a little bulky, so I wouldn't rock it directly from the box, fresh from the box to a battle. I would have a couple of sessions into wear it in and get it warmed up. But still less bulky than the Shell Toes, the Superstars by Adidas, for example. The tongue is beautiful and thin, and if you add some fat laces on top, you can make it look like yourself too. But of course, being all white, they're mad tender as well. So you can last a couple of battles in these, but if your style is scrapey, if you scrape your foot in the floor, on concrete or whatever, they're not gonna last for too many jams. But if you need a trustworthy shoe to take you through a battle or two that's super important, then Stan Smiths are the choice. I've destroyed like 20 pairs of these in my past. The third one, another classic, the Puma Suedes. The classic joint by Puma. Boom. My first breaking shoe was Puma Basket, the leather model before this one, before the suede. These were pretty hard to get in the 90s in Finland, so suddenly there was one store in another city that carried Puma Baskets before we could get Superstars or suedes anywhere in the regular stores. I traveled 3 hours to another city just to get them for the whole crew. I bought 5 pairs, the white ones with the black stripe on the side. And 2 years later I got my first pair of suedes, a baby blue one just like this one's, by a man called Cool Ski, not the one from LA but another Cool Ski who ran a store in Helsinki. The suede is a perfect breaking shoe to me. Besides the iconic look, you get a perfect bottom that's not too hard, it's kind of soft, but at the same time it absorbs whatever is needed. It's round on the side, you get a perfect grip on any angle of your footwork. Simply put, everything is on point with these ones. They're available at pretty much all colors, so you can rock it together with pretty much anything that you have. So if I had to pick my all-time favorite shoe for breaking, out of all the sneakers that I've had in the past, it would have to be this one. Circle Kings 05, the final against Rocksteady, was rocked with the Puma suede, and that tells a lot. So yeah, step your sneaker game up in order to look fresh in your breaking as well. Important resources when it comes to learning about sneaker culture. Where'd You Get Those by Bobito Garcia, the king of sneakerheads by Rocksteady Crew. New York City Sneaker Culture 1960 to 1987, model by model, year after year in this book. Just for Kicks, the documentary about sneaker culture that goes deep in details, such as the $1 Million Deal that Run DMC made with Adidas Superstars, that made them the shoe to wear all around the world. So with your sneaker game, try out with different models and different brands, find out the best ones for you. Don't get stuck with just one, because it's better for your joints in order to get a little bit different kind of irritation from different kind of models. And it's different for every single person. My feet are pretty wide, so I need wide shoes like this, but it might be different for you, so try out with different ones. Let me know in the comments below which one is your personal all-time favorite sneaker. Do it right now after watching this video, okay? This is Focus signing out with the knowledge drop. I'll catch you next week, y'all. Peace.